What's up everybody, it's Asagi. Welcome back to my channel where you can find Japan with no bullshit. So what is the best way to meet Japanese women nowadays? Let's get straight to the point. Using dating apps is the best. Wait. Asagi, you gotta be kidding. Dating apps in my country, they all suck. It's all about scams and hookups. I know many of you guys might be tired of online dating because of your experience in the West. I still recommend using this powerful tool to meet Japanese women. On this video, I will share 3 cultural and statistical reasons why you should still use dating apps in Japan. Keep on watching. Number 1. Statistics say this is the way. According to the recent statistic, more and more people in Japan date or get married by using dating apps. In 2022 in particular, 22% met their future spouses through dating apps. And this was the most popular method of the year. The rise of online dating in Japan makes sense to me. We all know that Japanese people tend to be shy, and Japanese women are no exception. When it comes to men, women tend to be especially cautious around guys they don't know well. Sadly, in Japan, many women have experienced some kind of sexual harassment in public places such as trains, buses, or even on the streets. And many have been the victims of a stalker at some points of their lives. This is why many of them don't like to get hit on places that aren't conventionally used in a social context. Oh, okay. I guess that's why picking up girls in Japan doesn't really seem to work. But I thought it would be better because I can actually talk to them face to face like real people do. I get what you mean, Ashton, but things are just different in Japan, and I'm afraid maybe you are just scaring those women. The busy lifestyle of the average Japanese woman likely affects this trend as well. Even these days, many Japanese workers are required to work long hours. Dating apps are giving these people opportunities to meet potential partners. And of course, this pandemic forced people to go online these couple of years. Number 2, there are still high-value women and meaningful matches. When I see dating apps in the West, many users are polyamory or people who are looking for situationships, and I definitely understand why Westerners are so sick of dating apps. They don't seem to provide any meaningful matches anymore. But please don't worry, circumstances are different in Japan. So here are 3 reasons you can still find high-value women on dating apps in Japan. First off, the online dating trend is still relatively new in Japan. Before the pandemic, people were looking for potential partners mainly in the workplace, schools, or speed dating services. However, as the pandemic happened, it became harder to go out with coworkers or go to speed dating events. Also, in contrast with many Western countries, Japan is still quite cautious when it comes to COVID. So this trend is still ongoing as of now. As a result, many women have started using dating app, and it became a common thing to meet new people. As you'd see many big advertisements by Tinder or Pairs even today. Second, polyamory or situationships aren't common things yet in Japan. Generally speaking, Japanese people still respect traditional dating styles, so you should expect that your partner will be more interested in a stable relationship or marriage or family kind of thing. Although there are some women who are there to find sugar daddies or who are gaijin hunters, they are relatively easy to identify and avoid if that's not your thing. Third, the dating app algorithm usually works better in Japan. Some of you might not like the algorithm and doubt if their profile is really being shown to women, but I don't think you should worry too much about it in Japan. Japanese dating apps such as Pairs or With and Omiai have search functions. You can actively look for women based on your preference or common interests. and so on. Their algorithm is quite trustworthy, so they are less likely to manipulate you to find women or be found by women. Another point of contention many Westerners feel with dating apps is the idea that the company can alter the algorithm to favor certain type of individuals over the others. However, even non-Western apps with little Japanese support, such as Bumble or OkCupid, they shouldn't be able to do that because of the size of the pool. It's much smaller in Japan compared to English-speaking countries. As I hope you can see, it's still possible to find high-value women and meaningful matches on dating apps in Japan. Number 3. Online dating is a must when it comes to international relationships. There is a data that shows 28% Japanese people who were married to foreigners met their partners online. We can assume that those online tools are not just dating apps, but also social media such as Instagram or language exchanging apps like HelloTalk. But even so, all of these tools provide a huge advantage. That is a lowered language barrier. Let's see the reality. In Japan, only 8.5% of people speak English fluently, and 70% say that they are not good at speaking it. Sadly, this is making the language barrier a big obstacle to finding women in Japan. But if you search for women online, you can easily find out that the woman speaks English and is open to communicating with foreigners. This saves you a lot of time and effort with approaching Japanese women. So these are the 3 biggest reasons you should still use dating apps in Japan. How was it, Ashton? Okay, seems like there are still some benefits in Japan, so maybe it's worth trying. Well, I'd definitely recommend it, but if you don't have a really good dating profile, it's still hard to get matches and likes even in Japan. So if you need help with that, please hit me up on my dating advice service, Wingwoman. I'll be there to get your back. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! They are less likely to manipulate you to find women or being found. Situationships or polyamory aren't things.